Here is our cute little origami shirt, and what's even better about it is it's been made into a treat holder. Inside of here we have some candy. I was thinking you could also put a gift card in here and sort of make it the all-in-one. If you don't want to make it into a candy holder, then you just leave out this last fold and it stays flat like this. It would look real cute on a box or on a gift bag or something like that. To start out, you're going to need a sheet of 8.5 by 11 paper, and I suggest you use paper rather than cardstock. Cardstock to me is a little too thick for folding. And so here I have a piece of the Jackpot Designer Series paper that I've cut down to 8.5 by 11. It was 12 by 12. Now, you do want to pay attention a little bit to your design. This one has little hearts and diamonds that are going this way, so I need it to be 11 inches this way. But basically, you're going to start by scoring your paper in half. And then you're going to score those halves in half. So half of an 8.5 by 11 is 4 1/4, and then half of that is 2 1/8. And then I'm going to turn it around and do 2 1/8 again. Okay, so now that I have it scored, I'm going to turn it over and fold these two sides into the center. I like to press it down with my hand and then keep an eye on these ends here, and then actually use my bone folder to make it nice and flat and crisp. Okay, so there we have it. Now the next step is we're going to, from the top, score down 3/4 of an inch. And for me, instead of trying to measure 3/4 of an inch, which is, trying to hold this here and get this down, I'll just take it to the other end and measure to 10 1/4. And you're going to fold this back. Okay, so I folded it back from this center here. Next, you're going to fold these around to make the collar. And this you just kind of have to do. There's no big measurement. And press it down. And again, go back with your bone folder. And when you're doing this side, the only thing that matters is that you match up these two corners of the collar. So you can start to see here, that's your collar right there. And then next, you're going to measure, I just use my grid sheet here. You want to measure and put a little tick mark here at 3 3/4 on both sides. I'll put one there and one over here. And that's just a guide. So the next thing you're going to do is kind of, and it may help if you have trouble eyeballing here to the center, you can set a ruler on here and actually mark it here in the center. And neither of them are going to show, so it doesn't matter. You could draw a line across the whole thing. So basically where this is, then that's where you're going to start, and you're going to fold from there to there. And this is what is going to make your sleeve. So there you go. So now you got your collar up here and your sleeves down here. And then all you do from here is pick this up and tuck it under your collar. And I like mine tucked all the way up under here. And then just fold it right there. And so then the only thing you need to do is go ahead and unfold it, and I put sticky strip across the center here, which this is red on red, so you may not be able to see it very well. And then fold it back up. And there you go. Now you can add, like I did on this one, you can add, these are buttons cut with the button, little sizzlet button die. You could add real buttons. And if you want to turn this into the candy holder, then you're just going to measure 3/4 of an inch up here and score that. And this, it's not an exact measurement, so I just eyeball it. I know on my trimmer, because I've used it for ever and a day, about where that is. And you're going through a lot of cardstock here, so you may have to push hard. And then you're going to do the same thing on the back, and I can kind of see mine here a little bit. Increase it, or it rather, and then find your spot, and that just makes a little bottom for it to sit on. And now it'll stand up, and you can take, this is a medium cello bag, just folded down, and I just put some Starlight mints in it because that's what I happen to have, and slide them inside. I get caught inside there. And there you go. There's your little candy holders. And they just crack me up every time I fold that, and it makes a